Hello, this is Sun Cho, and let me explain the Charles's case. Charles is a mid-aged married man who has three grown-up children. All three children left their parents so that Charles lives with his wife. He is the first child of Korean family, which gives a father strong authority caused by a patriarchal culture. When he was young, Korea was very poor and was in a very hard situation. And his parents were not friendly, caring, or affectionate. Especially, his father was very scary and violent. Once he got drunk, he was abusive toward Charles. On the other hand, he was raised with lots of special attention from his mother and elder sisters. He was good at studying and got into a well-known university. And he got married with his wife after graduation. He was a devoted husband and father. He did his best to be a good father, not to be like his own father. He was passionate, confident, and sociable person. He was eloquent and he can make everyone involved in the conversation. He communicated with people wholeheartedly and sincerely. Surely, he was acknowledged and favored by people. However, as he reached his 40s, he started to talk about his life and death skeptically and cynically. He was losing liveliness and vivacity. He felt that to think about growth and maturity in life is in vain. He became neglectful of himself and started to smoke. And now he doesn't control his eating habit. And also he often loses his temper. A balance of his life has broken. He become violent tempered. He has strict and unrealistic perfectionism as well. So he couldn't get along well with his colleagues and couldn't gain a company's trust. Finally, he quit his job and started to work with his wife. They often fight, and after fighting, he is deeply discouraged and feels that he was rejected. To escape from this reality, he usually chooses to smoke, sleep, or watch a movie. Chelsea's situation can be seen as oral, anal, and uh, phallic fixation. Because when he was young, he exposed harsh and abusive atmosphere. For this reason, multiple stages of fixation can be happened. First, he tries to give his mouth pleasure through smoking, eating, drinking. And also, he depends on his wife too much. It shows he has an oral fixation. And we can see he's hot-tempered and want to be clean all the time. It may be a result of traumatic toilet experiences. Lastly, he has phallic stage fixation. During phallic stage, boys internalize the father's characteristic and make superego like his father's character. We can see him act like his father, but also he has strong standard toward himself so that he felt guilty provoked unhealthy defense mechanism. Charles's case can be explained with notions of three part of personality entities. Charles was raised in a harsh and strict patriarchal family culture. Furthermore, he was abused by his strict and scary father. For this reason, he got strong and abusive superego, which gives him perfectionism. But because of this strong superego, he got to have unhealthy defense mechanisms. Defense mechanisms are working for reducing anxiety caused by conflict between id and superego. When it's working properly, it will be helpful to control anxiety for living ordinary life. However, Charles had a habit that withdrew every problem he faced with and tend to give the responsibility to his wife regardless of what he had done for the problems. It's a kind of defensive behavior for protecting himself from his strong superego producing perfectionism. Another defense mechanism he usually uses is denial. His doctor and his body tell him he is not healthy and can be dangerous, but he ignores what they are talking about. Regardless of what he heard, he keeps smoking and doesn't control his appetite. He keeps denying his death and health problems. It also can be explained with the notion of thanatos, which is named by Freud. It's about death instinct. Freud believes it's one of motivations of life. This is all I want to explain, and thank you for listening. Bye.